everyone. It's Dr. Joanna Ray, and I'm here with you for an episode of Financial Fridays. And today's episode, we will be talking about automating your finances. Now, some of us are actually doing this already, which is great. But if you haven't yet, this could be a game changer because automating your finances, especially things like your savings and investing, can really make sure that you stay on track to reach your financial goals, whether it be something long term like retirement or even just saving for that next vacation. So, I'm going to go ahead and just, describe some of the ways which you can automate your finances. For me, some people are a little bit more manual. I'm a little bit of a mix of both. But if you are a little bit more manual and you like to do things on pen and paper, for example, like your budget, maybe you can set a reminder on your phone or in your calendar to actually do that budgeting process, maybe on a monthly basis. And also things like savings and also things like paying your bills. You're going to want to set reminders or make sure you have that payment going through to your credit card or whatever payment that you need to get done for your bills and have that regular monthly setup so that you can get it done without missing a payment or having any finance charges. Also, something definitely that you need to do is automate your investing. Now, if you are buying mutual funds, and I do recommend something like an index fund, if you're with an account like Vanguard, a brokerage like Vanguard, like I am, you can invest in something like VFIAX, which is the S&P 500 index fund, and you can invest in something like VTSAX, which actually is one of the largest mutual funds around. And it is the total US stock market as given by Vanguard's benchmark, which I think is the CSRSP, something like that. You can also invest in the ETF equivalents, which I do also recommend. This will take a little bit away from the automation aspect because you do need to actually buy your shares because ETFs are exchange traded funds and they trade more like a stock, which means their price actually fluctuates and you can buy and sell during the trading hours. Whereas a mutual fund like VFIAX and VTSAX actually trade at the end of trading day at a fixed price. So those are the differences. And with something like a mutual fund, you can set an automatic deposit and transaction into your account on whatever basis that you deem suitable, whether it be weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Like I mentioned, with something like an ETF, you're going to have to go in there and make those trades. Although with some brokerages, you can also set purchases in advance. So then again, you probably do need to set some kind of reminder or some kind of regular monthly, like let's say every 1st of the month and every 15th of the month, you make a certain transaction. And if that's not a trading day, then you make it the next trading day, for example. So these things, you want to make it so that it's automated as much as possible. If you can schedule it, do that. If you can't, go ahead and set reminders so that you remind yourself to do those things. I have a reminder every month to pay my credit card. I have a reminder every month to go ahead and do my investing. And I do my budgeting on a daily basis and I reconcile that on a monthly basis. So do that as much as possible until it becomes habit and second nature, because that is how you're going to set the consistency that you need to reach financial independence, if that's your goal, or at least to have financial resilience, which is also a great goal. And I almost forgot to mention about checking your net worth. This is calculating your assets versus your liabilities. So actually assets minus liabilities will give you net worth. And I like to do it every 6 months, so twice a year. And it's really a good way of keeping track of how you're doing and to put those numbers, because a lot of us will see those numbers and it helps us to stay motivated and keep on track and to stick with our financial plan. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. And I do appreciate all the likes and subscribes. Go ahead and watch the next video. It's going to be right here.